All right, in this video, we are given the seventh term of a sequence. It's 17. We're given the sum of the first five terms, which is 305. And we're asked to find the third term in the series. And we're also told that it's specifically an arithmetic series. So we can use that information as well. Now, if we look at the information provided, we do not have the initial value, which is A, and we do not have the common difference, which is D. So it's kind of not possible yet for us to determine our general term equation, which is Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 D, because we do not have our A and we do not have our D. Generally speaking, when you have something like this, you're going to most probably end up using substitution to solve this problem. So I'm going to start by subbing T7 into this equation over here. So T7 equals to A plus, I know that n is now just 7, so 7 minus 1 times D. And then I know that the seventh term is just 17, so I can replace that here. 7 minus 1 is just 6D. This equation is impossible to solve because I have two variables. So I have to go on to my second piece of information here, which is the sum of the first five terms. Now, the sum equation, the typical one that's used is Sn equals to n 2a plus n minus 1 times d divided by 2. I'm going to start by replacing S5 into this equation. So S5, I'll replace n with 5. I don't know my A, 5 minus 1 times D divided by 2. I know that S5 is just 305, so I'll sub that in my next step. And then I know that 5 minus 1 is just 4, so 2A plus 4D divided by 2. Now there's a couple of different ways I can simplify this. I can divide the 2 by this, but just to keep things consistent, I'll just cross multiply because generally speaking, you can cross multiply in all questions. 305 times 2 is just 610. And then I know that both sides are divisible by 5, so I'll just divide by 5 on both sides to make things easier, which gives me 122 equals to 2a plus 4d. If dividing by 5 was not possible here, I would just multiply this number into the bracket. That would be the step if you couldn't divide both sides by that number. Now, when I see this equation over here, I can know that I can divide it all by 2. So I'll divide it all by 2 to just make things a bit easier. So now I have two variables and I have two equations I can solve using substitution or elimination if you prefer that. But I'm just going to do substitution over here. So I'll start by isolating my A in this equation. So 17 minus 6D equals to A. Then I'll substitute this over here for my A. So instead of A, I'm going to write 17 minus 6D. And now I'll just solve for my D value. So negative 6D plus 2D is negative 4D. I'll subtract the 17 on the other side. We'll get 44 equals to negative 4D. Then I'll divide by both sides by negative 4. I just get negative 11 equals to D. Next, I'll come back here and I'll sub in my D to calculate my A. So 17 minus 6 times negative 11 equals to A. 17 plus 66 equals to A, which means that my initial term is 83. Now that I have my initial value and my common difference, I can do my general term equation again, which is just up here, Tn equals to A plus n minus 1D. So Tn equals to 83 plus n minus 1 times negative 11. I can distribute the negative 11 into the bracket. That's minus 11n plus 11. Then I can combine like terms. So 83 plus 11 is 94. And this is my general term formula over here. So now I can finally answer the question they are asking, which is to find the third term. So T3 is just 94 minus 11 times 3, which is 94 minus 33, which is just 61. And that is the final answer to this question. If you made it to the end of this video and you found this content helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.